Welcome to Pro Wrestling Central Illinois this week. I am the Mad Conservative Crime Fighter, and we are flashing back to 2009 as we have a little bit of a countdown until Rebellious Wrestling Federation returns to Streator, Illinois. So I had a bit of a request to show some matches from a recent, on the last Rebellious Wrestling Federation events, going back to 2009, and this happened to be the event in which Central Illinois Pro Wrestling Hall of Famer, NWA Midwest Chairman Ed Chuman was involved in. I believe this was also the show where it was heavily disputed whether it was a sponsorship or a loan. And that's still being held over the head of the promoter, Sean David, to this day. Now the footage is low quality, and unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that. It's given permission to run this footage from another program that produced it up in the Chicago area. And in the ring right now, Tony Kozina taking on Mr. Wrestling number 3, who is under a mask. No big surprise. And a shoving match between number 3 and Tony Kozina. These matches happened in Ashton, Illinois, a little bit out of our coverage area. We only go as far north as La Salle, Peru, but this is actually along the I-88 corridor. And wrestling number 3 is holding that side headlock on Tony Kozina. Rebellious Wrestling Federation is going to Streator, Illinois on June the 3rd. There's been a lot of things going on with the formation of that card. As of right now, Cowboy Bob Orton is out. However, Tracy Smothers is in. So it's going to be Tracy Smothers and the man known as Skid Marks, who tried out for 2 different tryout shows, Tough Enough and TNA Gut Check, both controversial, as in they were just neither show had a good track record of picking future wrestling superstars. But Ryan Howell will be in the house in Streator. He'll also be hosting a training seminar in the afternoon of June the 3rd, starting at 3 o'clock before the doors open. This will be at the Streator Family YMCA in Streator. Training seminar starts at 3 o'clock. The doors officially open at 5 o'clock. Wrestling with a 6 p.m. start time, Saturday, June the 3rd, as Tony Kozina shoulder blocks on the ropes, sends 3 into the ropes, shoulder block, side headlock takedown, and Tony Kozina in trouble. There's been many changes in the lineup from what it started from 2 months ago. I tell you the truth, it's been ridiculous how many changes there's been made. It's like people would commit to participate on the show and then days or weeks later pull out for one reason or another. I mean, if you're going to accept a booking from somebody, before you accept that booking, do your research, do your homework on this promoter that you're accepting it from before you accept it. It's going to save all parties a major headache later. If you genuinely can't work it and you come up with a lame excuse, I mean, you're pretty much not going to be invited back ever again. Maybe you think maybe you were thinking of using it as a backup plan if your initial plan was not going to work out. But again, if you're like doing musical chairs with who you're going to wrestle for, I mean, nobody will think you're reliable. As Tony Kozina with the drop kick to the knee of wrestling number 3. Wrestling number 3 grabbing onto his knee. And Tony Kozina gonna go to work on it. Look at him grind his own knee into the knee of Mr. Wrestling number 3. Oh, he just yanks it. Tries to yank it out of the socket. I can hear the mystic aura of erected vigilance. 5706 in the audience. And Tony Kozina taking over. This was from 2009. It was an NWA Midwest event. Quite a bit of things transpired after the death of Ed Chuman, which we'll address next week here on the program. And this is a Memorial Day weekend and the unofficial start of summer, as Mr. Wrestling number 3 trying to fight back, but Tony Kozina putting a stop to it. And Mr. Wrestling number 3 tried to scoop up Tony Kozina and his leg buckled. Only a 2. Well, Memorial Day weekend, there are events happening. Floyd Pro Wrestling in Alton, Illinois on Friday the 26th at the American Legion Hall. 01 Supreme at the Burgess Osborne Auditorium on May the 27th with Ashley Mazzaro and Christy Hemme as the special celebrity guests for that event in Mattoon. 01 Supreme will be going to Lincoln's Challenge Academy on June the 2nd. And my big bugaboo, I have to put up with Tracy Smothers 2 nights in a row. I genuinely do not like the guy. And I have not attended a wrestling event in which he has been booked since Sky Pro Wrestling many years ago. June the 2nd, Lincoln's Challenge Academy, that's a Friday night for 01. So they're running 2 weeks in a row. Tony Kozina grinding. Marty's really wrenching the knee on Mr. Wrestling number 3. Well, and the referee's forcing a break here. Going into June, Dynamo Pro Wrestling in Grafton, Illinois. First appearance there, of course, wrestling Rebellious, going to Streator YMCA on the 3rd in Streator. Proving Ground Pro, going back to Havana, Illinois on June the 3rd at the Lawford Theater, and then the National Wrestling League on Sunday in St. Louis at the Casa Loma Ballroom. They canceled the previous event due to the concerns over the flooding with the massive amounts of rain that fell on the city early this month. flooding that was even worse than in the previous year when Stratford Bar and Grill was thought to be in peril and shows were going to be canceled around it when Dynamo Pro was running. Mr. Wrestling number 3 kicking on Tony Kozina. Shot to the head. This event in Nashville, Illinois was NWA Midwest affiliate Rebellious. NWA RWF at the time. As Sean David was being an apprentice of under Ed Chuman for a bit. Irish whip, shot to the gut. And a knee lift from Mr. Wrestling number 3, and he used his good leg, but running with his damaged left knee was probably made it a bit difficult. Here he goes off the ropes again. Tony Kozina with a DDT on Mr. Wrestling number 3. Well, the footage of these matches come from a program known as On the Mat, produced by Nicholas H. And they're running the cameras as Tony Kozina going up to the top rope, looking to finish off Mr. Wrestling number 3. Tony Kozina, not the best high flyer, and that crossbody is way off target. Mr. Wrestling number 3 with a clothesline on the mat. And gets the 3 count. Mr. Wrestling number 3 victorious in just about 11 minutes. And we're going to have a bit of a reveal here as Mr. Wrestling number 3. You should all know that a certain individual called himself Mr. Wrestling number 3 in Ring of Honor. And that man is known as legendary ECW talent, Steve Corino. We're going to take a quick break and take a look at the weekend schedule. Then we're going to have some girl action in the ring. Stay tuned.
Professional Wrestling returns to Streator Saturday night, June 3rd at 6:05 p.m. at the Streator YMCA, benefiting the Tornado Relief Fund of Nape Lake, Nottoway, Illinois. This is an all-ages friendly event featuring WWE Hall of Famer Cowboy Bob Orton Jr., a women's match, 2 live bands, Oblivion Zero and Left of Reason. Get tickets at Cape Scottish Pub and Trainer Flooring of Streator or at the door. Visit Facebook.com/RWF Pro. Don't miss June 3rd at 6 p.m. You've seen the rest, now come see the best.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you've ever wanted to be a professional wrestler, here's your chance now. head to the Pinfall Academy, located on the square in Auburn, Illinois at 101 North 4th Street. They start you off with cardio exercise and teach basic wrestling and performance techniques. You can even learn to be a referee, manager, or announcer. For more information, call 217-891-4679. Pinfall Academy, where the new crop begins. Are you a fair or festival organizer? If you're thinking of adding pro wrestling to your event, it takes more than just a $5,000 ring. It takes credible talent with years of training, skill, and experience. It takes quality production values. It takes credible promoters with knowledge of the independent scene, the resources to set up entertaining cards, and how to get fans in the door. Bring in just anyone without vetting their credentials, you could wind up with an embarrassing disaster. The so-called talent may have no training, no ring gear, aren't family friendly, and some may even have a lengthy rap sheet. If you want live professional wrestling at your fair festival, don't get burned. Check their credentials before you book. A public service announcement from the St. Louis wrestling community. Visit our website, stlwrestling.livejournal.com. All right. The legendary MsChif taking on one half of the Canadian Ninjas, Nicole Matthews. MsChif, back in 2009, was the NWA World Women's Champion, besides NWA Midwest Women's title. MsChif, quite a number of women's belts. Back in 2009. She is grinding the owner of one Nicole Matthews. Say there will be a women's match on June 3rd for part of RWF. MsChif. The front face lock of Nicole Matthews. Now MsChif these days, we haven't heard from her in a while. She did marry Michael Elgin, and MsChif did become a mother with their first child together. And MsChif will be organizing the women's division at Glory Pro Wrestling. MsChif will be involved, maybe not as an active competitor, but certainly will be producing the women's division at Glory Pro Wrestling down in St. Louis. Of course, Glory Pro will be holding their next event this Friday in Auburn, Illinois on May the 26th at the American Legion Hall. And MsChif sneaking up behind Nicole Matthews and screaming in her ear. And there's a hard chop. These two had quite the feud in Ring of Honor years ago. Irish whip. And MsChif, the veteran, blocks it, chops down Nicole Matthews, and sends her to the mat. This is back in Ashton, Illinois in 2009. RWF is an affiliate of NWA Midwest. And this event back in 2009 was the last event credited under Ed Chuman's name. At least the last event he was involved with. And now MsChif will strangle Nicole Matthews with the long arm. And MsChif tying up Nicole Matthews. I don't know if she was going to stand up with her and is an inverted version of a torture rack, but roll-up only gets a 2 count. Forearm shot to the head. And MsChif going to send Nicole for the ride. But Nicole gets a boot and takes down Queen of Scream, MsChif. Of course, MsChif originated from the St. Louis area, one of the St. Louis Four that went up to Chicago. Along with Delirious, Daisy Hayes, and Matt Seidel. Four cemented the legacy of St. Louis wrestling. In the Chicago area. Wrestling for all the major promotions up there. Well side of the South. There's a kick to the back by Nicole Matthews. Matthews teamed with Perez as the Canadian Ninjas for Shimmer. And Nicole Matthews going to send MsChif into the corner and a drop kick in the corner. And MsChif goes down. Nicole Matthews wanting to pick up some championship, but only gets a 2 count. Which nowadays the NWA World&Midwest title is... Who is holding the belt? I thought it was deactivated, but maybe not. Nicole sends her for the ride, and Hurricane Rana from MsChif. There's the Muda Sickle. Great Muda Sickle as Nicole Matthews gets an arm in the rope. Jazz is the current champion of the NWA World&Midwest Championship. Another ECW figure. Jazz on the belt back in Chuman, Texas in September 2016. Nicole Matthews has got MsChif in a bad way right now. Ties the legs up, wrenches into the back of the neck, pulls her over, but MsChif falls over. Cole! Suplex on MsChif. And gonna go for a cover and only 2 count. There will be a women's match at RWF, and there will be Columbus Star taking on the San Francisco Treat Phoebe. Phoebe out of Oklahoma. Matches and singles bouts. With all the talent that wanted to pull out, who was pulled out of this RWF show on June 3rd, there's been a lot of wrestlers going in. And MsChif with a kicks the boots into the back of Nicole Matthews, and she's in huge trouble now. Nicole Matthews not enjoying herself. Gotta be pretty tough to take on a woman like MsChif. MsChif is, besides dominating women's wrestling, also has regularly faced off against the men. Standing moonsault. Can't quite Nicole Matthews away. We'll wish you again. Oh, lariat! Safe New York Memorial Day weekend. Still be the unofficial Star Summit. Nicole Matthews trying to pick up MsChif. Blocked. Gets her up and over this time. And gets a foot on the rope to save her belt. Really, only 2 events happening this weekend. Boyd Grove on Friday night and Zero Wilson Green on the 27th. Of course, the weekly shows that I've been really limited on Tuesday nights in Millwood. Things pick up again first weekend of June. And MsChif got to intercept Nicole Matthews. Shots with head block. And MsChif, what is she up to here? Whoa! Unique maneuver. Only a 2 count. I don't know what she calls that, but I don't even know what you call that maneuver. I'm sure she has a name for it. Just something I've not seen or remember ever seeing. She tried to step over, but Matthews, German suplex. Only 2. Cole Matthews trying to end this thing and take the title from MsChif here. Cole Matthews arguing with the referee. That is not a good idea. Look at this. Pulled the ref's shirt out of his... Pulled the ref's shirt up. Oh, the green spew! Referee was fixing his shirt. Allowing MsChif to spew in the face and get the 3 count. MsChif with her NWA Midwest Women's and NWA Women's World title is victorious here in Ashton, Illinois. That'll do it for this edition of PWCI this week. I'm the Consumer Fight Fighter. Have a good and safe Memorial Day weekend. Good night, everybody.